I'm going to start with my legs just nice and straight, just keeping it easy. Hips neutral, core engaged. My spine is really nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back, and then bring my hands and arms behind me. So I'm kind of leaning back. And your hands can point whatever way feels good for you and your body. From here, I'm just going to bend those elbows down and back, keeping the shoulders down, and then press up. And we'll get that thoracic spine moving here in a second. But for now, we're just trying to warm up the shoulder joint, the arms, and kind of those upper back muscles. So keeping those shoulders down and back. The spine is neutral and a little straight. Hips are neutral. Beautiful. Good. And again, I'm really thinking about when I come backwards with my shoulder blades, I'm still trying to keep my shoulder blades together. And of course, as I press back up, keeping those shoulder blades down and back. Give me 2 more of these, and then we'll start to get some thoracic mobility. Perfect. So after my second one, when I come all the way up, now I'm going to try to ground my spine as I bend those elbows down. And as I press up, lift my chest to the sky. So there will be some movement in that mid-back area. Your shoulder blades will also start to move more. So as I'm rounding and lowering myself down to the floor, my shoulder blades are wide, coming apart from one another. And as I press that chest up to the sky, my shoulder blades come together, nice and tight. Perfect. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Just kind of stretching and warming up before we just dive into our day. Excellent. And then the next time I come all the way down and back and I've rounded my spine, I'm going to pause, taking my right hand. I'm just going to try to reach to the left as far as I can in this position. It might not be too far, and that's okay. Come back to center, lift that chest up to the sky, lower back down, and now rotate and reach to the right. So again, just going the opposite way as far as you can, back to center, and of course, coming on up. Lowering down, pause, reaching to the left as much as I can, come back to center, and up, and we'll just do 1 more to the right, lower down, reach to the right as far as we can, come back to center, and up. Beautiful. Now we've kind of warmed up that upper body. Let's bring some attention to our legs. So I'm going to spread my legs in a big V. If you have a yoga mat, you can go as wide as your yoga mat, or if you're a little more bendy, feel free to bend those knees even, or those feet even farther apart. So as wide as you can. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, and as I exhale, just roll forward 1 vertebrae at a time, trying ideally to bring nose to the floor. If you're like me, that's never going to happen, but maybe our forearms can touch the floor. And that's okay. The main thing is to try not to let these feet sneak in as you roll forward, because sometimes they'll want to sneak in to make it easier. You really want to get that nice stretch through the back of the body, especially here in a second when we stand up and do some leg work. We want to make sure those legs are nice and ready. So exhale, slowly stack that spine up 1 vertebrae at a time, keeping the legs in this V. I'm going to pick a leg, in this case my right, turn to look at my right leg, and then melt forward. This time, trying to bring my nose to my knee. If you'd like, you're more than welcome to wrap your hands around the bottom of your foot or your ankle, wherever they can reach, and gently, gently, gently try to lower yourself down. For this example, I'm not going to use my left arm, just so that you can see me. My hand's not in front of my face. But just kind of lowering you forward. And hopefully, for in this case, it's the right leg, you're starting to feel that right hamstring start to stretch and loosen up. If you have tight hip flexors, this left hip flexor might be a little grumpy right now, and that's okay. That's a-okay. We're just stretching that little guy out. And then slowly exhale, start to articulate all the way back up. Now I'm going to rotate to the left. And again, waterfalling forward, trying to bring nose to knee. And again, if I can, put my hands behind my foot, on my ankles, on my calf, wherever I can, to gently try to deepen that stretch. Again, keeping my right leg where I left it. It's not trying to sneak in to meet that left leg. Beautiful. Again, just kind of every time we exhale, lower a little bit down, going a little bit farther. Nice deep inhale. Deep exhale. Slowly start to articulate all the way back up. If you can, now try to open your legs a little wider. It's okay if your body says, oh no, not yet. But if you can, as wide as you can, and then one last time, waterfall forward. Perfect. Again, trying to keep those heels where they're at and not sneaking in as we come forward. Again, ideally, maybe you're super bendy and you're doing the splits right now, nose to floor, and congratulations. But if you're like me and we just don't move like that, that's fine. We'll just hang out here for a second. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly start to articulate that spine up. Bend and bring the legs in, because now we're going to come up to standing. Very carefully, of course. As always, I'll be demoing with my hand on the wall, because if we were in the studio, I'd have you have your hand on the ballet bar. So again, just for safety. If I'm standing up really nice and tall, I'm going to ground my right leg into the floor and then bend my knees into this little baby squat position. Once my knees are bent, again, grab the wall if you need to, bend that left leg to tabletop and open that leg out to the side and back in. So from the side, I've bent my knees, and then exhale, open and close. Open and close. And if I'm opening and closing this leg, I'm leading with the knee. So that way I'm not leading with the foot and I've got some kind of weird, funky angle. The knee opens first. If on the standing leg, this bothers that leg, you can definitely stand up straight as you open and close. So less pressure on that leg and on that knee. Give me two more and then we'll add on. Open, close, open, close. If you need to, shake it out, refine your balance. All right, so now when I bend those knees down, again, baby squat with the right leg, left leg's in tabletop, open that leg, extend the leg long, bend back to tabletop, and close. So open that leg, extend, bend, and close. And hopefully, if you're doing that baby squat, you're really feeling that right leg start to talk to you. On the left leg, we're feeling a lot of outer thigh, outer booty. As I open, extend, bend, and close. Three more. Open, extend, bend, and close. Open, extend, bend, and close. Last one. Open, extend, bend, close. Stand up. Again, shake it out. Alas, we're not done with that leg. We're just going to add on. So now if I stand, I've got my nice little bend in my knees, I'm going to lean over a little bit. And if you have a wall, this is where that's going to be a little handy. The leaning is going to engage my core. So now when I bend my left knee to tabletop and open, I can get a little higher in my lift. And hopefully you can start to feel that in the left leg. You're also feeling your right obliques if you're leaning to the right, because those muscles are nice and active. The left obliques are, of course, on as well. And your abdominals are on, hips and neutral, all those good things with our Pilates form. So again, I'm opening and closing. Again, if this hurts on the right leg, you can be nice and straight, but again, try to keep that deep, kind of little baby squat to really make sure our right leg is feeling it. So now again, the next time I lift that leg, extend, bend, and close. So open, extend that leg, bend it to tabletop, and close. Three more. Open, extend, bend, and close. Open, extend, bend, and close. Last one. Open, extend, bend, close. Set that leg down, stand up. Bring those arms up overhead. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, I'm going to roll myself down. If when you're in your roll down, when your legs are straight, your hands don't touch the floor, go ahead and bend those knees until your hands can lay flat on the floor. And then step the right leg out, step the left leg out, and try to go down as low as you can into the splits. That's okay if your body's like mine, it doesn't. We're just getting that nice inner thigh, pelvic floor stretch. Hips are as neutral as possible, core is definitely on, shoulders are down and back. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Try to go a little lower if you can. If not, that's a-okay. And then slowly bend those knees, feet flat on the ground, and stand back up. Perfect. So now we're going to do the same thing on the left leg. So again, we're going to start standing. All my body weight goes into this left leg. Bend into that little baby squat. Right knee comes to tabletop and opens out and in. And hopefully now that this right leg's a little more tired because it was doing all that supporting stuff earlier, you can feel this outer thigh a lot easier. Beautiful. And of course, if the left leg does not like being bent, you can keep it straight. But again, keeping it bent just keeps all those muscles nice and engaged and on and active. Beautiful. Go ahead and give me 3 more, and then we'll add that little extra bit of pizzazz on to the end. So I'm going to turn a little bit so I don't kick this wall. I'm in my baby squat, and I open, extend, bend back to tabletop, and close. So open, extend that leg long, bend, and close. Open, extend, bend, and close. 3 more. Open, extend, bend, and close. Beautiful. Perfect, guys. We're pros at this. Last one. Open, extend, bend, close. Set that foot down if you need to. Stand up, shake it out. I'm going to do sideways so that I can hold the wall, like I said I would. And again, this is now where when I bend down into my baby squat, I'm going to lean sideways to get those obliques engaged. Right leg bends up, and open, and close. Open, and close. And again, now you can feel how you're getting deeper into that outer thigh, into that outer booty. And again, depending on how much you squatted down on the left leg, depends on the left leg and how much you're feeling it. Again, I'm side bending all the way over, just to the side, no rotation. So I'm getting those left obliques. The right obliques are still active as well. Hips are neutral, core is engaged. Lift this leg up, extend all the way out, bend in and back. So lift, extend the toes, back to tabletop and down. Lift, extend, back to tabletop and down. Lift, extend, back to tabletop and down. 3 more. Lift, extend, back and down. This is number 2. Beautiful. Last one. Up, out, in, down. Come on up. And again, we're going to do some more roll downs. So if I bring those arms up overhead, inhale, exhale, roll forward like I'm rolling over an imaginary beach ball. Yes, again, if your hands don't go flat on the floor with the legs straight, bend those knees. Once your hands are flat on the floor, give me a little inchworm out to a plank. Once you're in your plank, we're just going to hang out here. Nice little warm-up plank. Hanging out, having a good time. Beautiful. We're going to hold this for a count of 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set my knees down. Press back into a child's pose. Excellent. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. You can rock side to side, whatever feels good for you and your body. Go ahead and press back up to a quadruped. So hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, knees hip width apart. Curl those toes under, nice deep inhale. Exhale, give me a knee hover. And again, we're just going to hang out in this knee hover. If you're a little bored, you can press yourself forward and backwards with your feet. It's a little soft, gives you something to do while you're in that knee hover. So we're just going to do this for a count of 4. So 4, and then 3, and 2, and 1. Go ahead and set those knees down. If you need to, stretch it out however it feels good for your body. So if you need to do a cat-cow, child's pose, get some rotation in there, whatever feels good for you. This is your moment, enjoy it. Perfect. So for our next little knee hover adventure, come back to my quadruped, curl the toes under, nice deep inhale, exhale, knee hover up. Now, lifting my right hand, come up to the sky, look over my right shoulder, set that hand down, and do the same on the left. Lifting that left arm, looking over my left shoulder, and coming back down. Again, Exhale, lift and rotate. Come back down to the left. Back down. One more to the right, one more to the left, and then we'll take a break. And down. Come all the way up. And down. And then, of course, stretch it out. Again, if child's pose is your favorite thing, cat cow, listen to your body, stretch it out, whatever feels good. If those wrists are getting a little cranky, you can shake them out, give them a little flap, circles, interlace the hands, whatever feels good. Don't worry, we have one more knee hover, and then we'll move on. So for our last knee hover, hands again under shoulders, knees under hips, toes curled under, inhale, and exhale, knee hover up. Now walk the right hand and then the left hand out to the center of the room and back under your shoulders. So out, out, in, out, out, in. How are those shoulders? Are they down and back? How's your core? Is it on? Beautiful. Give me two more. So out, out, in is one, out, out, in is two. Set those hands down, press back into a child's pose, and just shake it out. Or again, whatever stretch of choice feels good to you and your body. Perfect. Now again, we'll slowly come on up. We're going to return back to standing for one final thing. So if you need to, stand up however feels good. Now there's going to be some options here depending on what you liked or what you didn't like in the first round. So I'm going to start easy peasy and then we'll get some modifications. Baby squat, bring that left leg to tabletop, open the leg, extend the leg long, gives me two lowers and lifts before I bend back to tabletop and bring it in. Now again, if this hurts the knees, just stand up nice and straight. That's fine. And again, the deeper that squat on the right leg, the more you feel it. Now, if you want to make this harder, add your lean back in. So that way we're getting those obliques involved as well. And if you try that and you think, ooh, I didn't really like that, that's okay. Come back up. Beautiful. Two lifts and lowers. Bend in. Beautiful, guys. Out, open, down, up, down, up. Two more. Open, out, down, up, down, up. Beautiful. Last one. Open, out, down, up, down, up, and close. Shake it out for a minute. We have one more thing on this leg. We'll bebop to the other leg and then be done. So again, find whatever variation felt good for you and your body. Bend down, tabletop left leg, open, extend the leg, and then give me two pulses before I bend and bring it in. So open that leg, extend, pulse, pulse, back to tabletop and in. Beautiful. Open, extend, pulse, pulse, and back in. Again, if you need to, stand up and straighten that leg. Or if you'd like, go into that side lean. Beautiful. Two more. So this is two, pulse, pulse, and of course, last one, open, pulse, pulse, and step down. Now, reach both hands overhead. Since we've been going to the right, we'll stay with that. And just lean to the right as far as you can. Again, I'm just going straight sideways over, trying to kiss my lower ribs to my hips. My left shoulder is down and back, so I'm not kind of rotating quite yet. And then come back straight up. Exhale, slowly start to reach over as far as you can. You can put your hand on the wall if, like me, you're too close, or if you don't have to. Last one, all the way over, stretch, stretch, stretch. Back up. Now let's add some rotation. Coming all the way over as far as you can. Rotate that upper body to look at the floor. Come back to your side bend and then up. Come all the way over. Rotate, keeping both of those hips pointed forward. Come back to your side bend and up. Last one. All the way over. Rotate. Back to my side bend and up. Beautiful. Now let's get that other leg. So again, choose your own adventure. Baby squat down. If you'd like, lean over. Right legs in tabletop. Lift. Extend. Two lowers and lifts. And then bring that leg back in. So open, extend, lower, and lift twice, and come back in. As always, if the bend was too much, go ahead and straighten that leg. You don't have to have the bend. This is just if you want a little bit extra from your day. Beautiful. And again, if you'd like that nice side bend to get those obliques, feel free to do that now. 2 more. Up, out, lower, lift, bend, in. The last one. Out, open, down, up, bend, in. Stand up, shake it out if you need to. All we have left are the pulses. And again, you can be in your position of choice. So, bend those knees, right leg to tabletop, open, extend, pulse, bend, come back in. Open, extend, pulse, bend, and back in. Of course, if you need to, keep that leg straight. The wall is here, because again, we're demoing how we would when we're back in the studio. Maybe on Monday, maybe not. We will see. Beautiful. 2 more. Open, extend, pulse, bend, in, open, extend, pulse, bend, and back in. And stand up. Now let's do that C curve the other way. So if I stand up really nice and tall, and I'm just going to stretch the other way. Again, if I don't have a wall over here, there's nothing to grab onto with that bottom hand, and that's okay. Coming back up. Inhale, exhale, side bend over again. Bottom ribs and hip are kissing. This top shoulder is down, back in the socket. All the way up, and then all the way downward as far as I can. We're going to do 2 more before we go into that rotation. All the way over, back up, and then all the way over, back up. Beautiful. Now let's get that rotation. So all the way over, pause, rotate, look at the floor, come back to my side bend, and then up. Side bend, rotate, both of my hips point straight ahead, come back to my side bend, and up. 2 more. All the way over, rotate, back to center, and up. Last one. All the way over, rotate, back to center, and up. Beautiful. Now for me, I'm going to step my feet a little bit wider apart. Ground through those heels. If you need to, lift the toes. Squat all the way down and all the way up. Exhale all the way down, all the way up. You can do whatever kind of interpretive dance you need to with those hands as we go down and up. 2 more. All the way down and up. All the way down and up. On this next one, come all the way down. Pause. Bend your hands behind you. You need to walk those feet out and come up into crab. And then here, I'll turn sideways, lower down, and lift up to crab. And lower down, keeping those hips in neutral, core engaged, as I go down and as I go up. 2 more. Down and up, down and up. And then if you need to come all the way down, shake those wrists out. There's an unexpected reverse quadruped. So whoop, 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 shake, shake, shake. Now let's massage that thoracic spine, kind of like we did earlier while in our crab. If I come back to that position, crab up, shoulders are down and back. Then as I lower, round that thoracic spine, shoulder blades go wide, and as I press up, lifting my chest and head to the sky, shoulder blades down and back, and of course, lowering down, shoulder blades go nice and wide, and then lifting up. So again, rounding, and really just coming to neutral. So I'm not arching here and putting any strain on the low back as I come up. 2 more, all the way down, really rounding, pressing up to that lovely tabletop, and then all the way down, and then back up. Beautiful. If you need to, come on down, shake those wrists out. We have 2 more things in this position, so don't worry, we're almost done. Okay, shake, 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 shake. Feet flat, hands behind me, crab up. Now, here's the tricky part. Just my hands are going to move to the right, and then just my hands are going to move to the left. You're gonna have some little wiggle wobbles in the hips. That's okay. Just really try to squeeze that booty, minimize hip movement. Core is on, shoulders are down and back. We're just having a good time. Don't worry, we're not gonna do this forever. So give me one more, all the way to the right, as far as you can, all the way to the left and back to center before popping on down. Hopefully you're feeling your arms. Even if it's those forearms, they're just letting you know, oh, we might need a little more work. Perfect, take a break, shake it out. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but with the legs. So inhale, exhale, crab up, and walk your feet. Little baby steps to the right, and then to the left. Don't worry, if you have a really narrow studio like I do, you don't have to go very far side to side. Just make sure you're taking baby steps. If you take giant steps, it's really easy, and you're not really getting a lot out of it. So little baby steps. We're gonna go all the way to the right, and then all the way to the left. Back to center, and then down. If you need to, round forward, hug those knees. Or again, stretch your body out, whatever it needs. Give yourself a little rotation, a little stretch. So most of the time, that rounding of the spine, coming forward to hug the knees, feels really good for most people. Especially if every day you're like this in front of the computer, your body knows this position. So it feels a little more natural. Perfect. Shake, shake, shake. All right. Now, as soon as you're ready, lay on your back. We love laying on our back. If you can, bring both legs up to tabletop. If not, you can do one or none. With both legs in tabletop, glue them into cement for right now. Arms long, chin tucked. Inhale, exhale, chest lift up and down. Be really sure that as I come up, my knees aren't coming in and down. So chest lift up and down, up and down. Two more. We've all done this before. It's a good warm up for us. Perfect. Now after my second one, this is where things get fun. So I'm going to chest lift up, hold my chest lift. The right leg is going to give me 2 single leg bends and extends, and then I can take a break. So the next time I chest lift up, the left leg gives me 2 single leg bends and extends, and then I come down and repeat. So chest lift up, 1, 2, and then come down. Chest lift up, 1, 2, and come down. One more on either side. So up, 1, 2, and come on down. Last one up, 1, 2, and then come down. If you need to, now you can hug those knees to your chest, rocking the knees side to side. And if for any reason you're one of those people that holds tension in your neck when you do your chest lifts, when we take our breaks like this, you can rock your head side to side slowly, and that'll help relax some of that tension in the neck. So it's a-okay to just kind of take a moment and rock the head either with the knees or independently, because we're going to add on to that here in a second. So as soon as you're ready, the legs come back to tabletop if they can. Now when I chest lift up, hold, and give me 2 double leg bends and extends. After my second one, we can come down. Chest lift up, and then 2 double leg bends and extends, and down. We'll just do 2 more. Keep it simple, short and sweet before we move on. Perfect. The last one, all the way up, out, in, and of course coming on down. Again, if you need to, rock the neck and the knees. Perfect. Or if your low back is giving you a little bit of a grump, you can then rock those knees all the way from one side to the other while your shoulders stay on the floor. Just as a good alternative to kind of work out, massage that lumbar spine a little bit. Perfect. From here, I'm going to set my feet flat on the ground. Let's see, I'm going to move a little bit closer so hopefully you can see better on the camera. Feet are parallel, flat, shoulders down and back, hips neutral, core is active. We're doing Pilates. And then as soon as you're ready, as you exhale, bridge up and down. You're more than welcome to hinge or articulate. As I say in every class, but we have some new people, I always hinge because my low back does not do articulation, it hurts. So, but if you have one that you prefer, do that one instead. So all the way up and down, beautiful. And again, if you're articulating, really making sure that you're focusing on each little spinal vertebrae, trying to move independently of its neighbor as it comes up and down, kind of like a slinky. Give me 2 more, all the way up and down, all the way up and down. Beautiful. Now we're going to do some butterflies. So when I hinge or articulate up, hold your bridge, open and close the knees like the little wings of a butterfly. This one's just a little bit tricky because if you open those knees too far, your hips drop. So just making sure that my hips are staying where they're at while the knees open and close. Just give me 4 more of these. So 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Come on down. Again, hinge or articulate. If you need to, you can rock those knees side to side, depending on, again, if we have low back problems. Now, I'm going to take my feet. Right now, they're in parallel, but I'm going to externally rotate them. So this is parallel, externally rotate. So my toes are now facing opposite walls. And again, I'm just going to bridge up and down. And again, exhale up, whether that be your hinge or your articulation. Inhale down. Beautiful. Just all the way up and then back down. Perfect. And again, we're just kind of getting used to this new foot situation. Excellent. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Last one. All the way up and down. Perfect. Now let's try those butterflies again with our feet externally rotated. And tell me what you notice. So now when I bridge up and I butterfly, do you feel how we went a little deeper in that booty? Down from those outer thighs. Perfect. Hopefully you're still feeling inner thighs. They're still working hard for our little butterflies. Little wings as we open and close. Core is on, hips are of course in neutral. Give me 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Beautiful. As always, if you need to, hug those knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Or if there's another stretch that feels good for you, sometimes happy baby feels good. And there's 1,000 versions of happy baby. So if you want to do any and all of those, feel free. All right. So for this next one, it's going to be fun. I'm going to come up onto my forearms. I'm going to turn facing the camera just so you can see a little bit better. My shoulders are down and back. My elbows are on the ground, but my core is actually on. So my abs are scooping up and in. From here, I'm going to hover both of the legs above the ground, and they're not going to touch the ground. From here, bend my right knee in towards my chest, and I'm going to make little paint brushes with my feet. So extending the right leg up to the sky, I'm going to imagine I have a paintbrush on my big toe, and I'm painting down the ceiling, down the wall. The left knee will bend in. Once my right leg is parallel to the ground, I go with the left leg down. So again, just imagining that you're painting down the wall with your legs. If your hip flexors are tight, normally they are probably talking to you right now, and I apologize. All the way down and up. So again, I don't really know why these are called paintbrushes, but I was not in charge of the naming process of this. So hopefully you're feeling those abs. Perfect. Now that we've mastered the paintbrush, I'm going to get some rotation in. So as I paint, I'm going to bring my legs to the side. And I'm actually on my right hip. And once I get to my right hip, I'm going to come all the way back up to center and then go to the left. So again, we're just getting those obliques involved in addition to our abdominals. Once I'm as far to the left as I can go, come back up through center and then going to the right. Trying to make your paintbrushes as big as possible. Beautiful. And again, feeling those abs. The abs are what's holding you up more than the shoulders and the elbows. As weird as that sounds. Give me one more, all the way to the left. Trying not to kick your reformer. And then we'll come all the way up and call it good. Once you're all the way up, you can come on down. And if you need to, stretch side to side, and then spin around back into your quadruped. So again, quadruped is hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and give me some good old-fashioned cat-cows. So lift my spine up to the sky, and then lowering it down. As always, if cat-cows are not your jam, you can always wiggle those hips side to side, give me a downward dog, a child's pose, whatever feels good. So really take this opportunity to do what feels good for you and your body. Because we're about to go into some planks. Nice deep inhales, exhales. But don't worry, we'll make our first planks easy. How does that sound? All right, so come back to a neutral spine. I'm going to bend my heels up towards my booty and walk my hands forward. So now I'm in a knee plank. You're going to thank me in a minute, because we're going to do the thing everybody hates. Once I'm in my knee plank, give me some push-ups. And again, try to keep them tricep push-ups with your triceps and your elbows close to the body. If this is too easy, feel free to jump into a regular full-blown plank, extend those legs, and do some push-ups. But again, I know you all hate this, so we're keeping it short and sweet. Give me 4 more. So this is 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. After my last one, I'm going to lower all the way down to my stomach and extend those legs. Keeping my hands a little bit in front of my shoulders, hips in neutral, core engaged, feet stretching towards the wall behind me. Nice deep inhale. And I'm going to come in either to a sphinx or a baby swan, depending on my spinal mobility and what feels good for my body. And then coming all the way down. So inhale, exhale, up. Again, if you just want to come halfway up, that's fine. And back down. Or if you want to come all the way up, that's awesome. And then back down. The main thing is just protecting that low back. If you're coming up so high that you're feeling pain in that low back, you're not doing that. So just come up just before discomfort and then back down. Give me 2 more. All the way up to wherever that is for you in your body. And back down. All the way up and back down. Perfect. From here, curl those toes under. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, press up onto your knees. Now, you can either stay in this knee plank or a regular plank, whatever feels good for you. We're going to do some arm elevators. I'm going to take my right arm and come down onto my forearm, and then my left arm comes down, and then back up. So again, this is easier on the knees. If you want to be in a full palm plank, go for it. Feel free. As we come up, up, down, down, up, down, down. Beautiful. So all the way down, all the way up counts as 1. Give me 2 more. So down, down, up, down, down, up. And again, lower on down, extend those legs. Again, stretching those legs. Now, if you want, you can bring your arms forward and use your forearm as a pillow for your forehead. I'm not going to do that because I did. You probably wouldn't be able to hear me on camera. So feel free to disregard what my upper body is doing. I'm going to stretch my legs, hovering both legs off the ground as I stretch them towards the wall behind me. Nice deep inhale. As you exhale, bend the right heel in towards your booty. Give me 2 kicks. Extend the right leg long and then repeat on the left. And extend. So my legs are never touching the floor and my knees are hovered off the ground. If the knees are on the ground and I do this, I feel nothing. This is fun, but it's not a workout. So hover those legs, kick and extend. Beautiful, guys. Just like that. 3 or 4 more, pardon me, because I can't count. Perfect. So the last one on the right, the last one on the left. And come on down. Shake it out. Curl my toes under, hands under my shoulders. And again, press back up to a plank. But this time we're going to come to a full plank. Dang it, I know. So full-blown plank, nice deep inhale. Exhale, give me some side-to-side toe taps. If side-to-side toe taps are too easy for you and you want something a little harder, you need plank jacks, where I jump out and jump in with both feet. If you try that and you say, ooh, I didn't like that at all, go back to your alternating toe taps. Beautiful. Good. We'll just do 4 more of these. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come on down, lower on down to your tummy. Hands on your shoulders, stretch those legs out. The legs can be on the floor, but just actively stretching away. And again, go back to that either Sphinx or Swan, whatever feels good for you in your body. So, all the way up, and then all the way down. And now let's add on to this. So the next one, I come all the way up, whichever one feels good for me. I'm going to rotate and look over my right shoulder, like I'm trying to see my right foot. Come back to center and down. And then come all the way up. Look over my left shoulder, like I'm trying to look at my left foot. Come back to center and down. Beautiful. Again, up. Rotate to one side. Back to center. And down. We come all the way up. Rotate to the other side. Back to center. And down. Perfect. Now from here, I'm actually going to interlace my fingers behind my hands. Behind my back. You all are going to look straight down at the floor. I'm going to look at the camera for the audio. And as I exhale, just stretch those hands as close to your booty as you can. Like I'm trying to reach past my booty towards my feet. We're going to hold this for a count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release. Beautiful. We're going to do that 2 more times before we add on. So inhale, exhale, stretch and reach those hands down towards your feet. I'm really trying to send my hands past my booty. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Send those hands towards the booty. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now I'm going to leave my hands back there because now I'm going to add on to this. The next time I exhale, I'm going to lift my back body to the sky while I send my hands towards my heels. So let's try that. So inhale, exhale, lift your chest to the sky while you send those hands back. Reach. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on down. If you need to, you can release your hands in between. Nice deep inhale, exhale, lift up, stretch your hands towards your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1, come on down. Don't worry, we're just going to do 1 more and then be done. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Send those hands all the way to the heels. Reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Release those hands. Perfect. Now, as soon as you're ready, we're going to come up into a nice Z-sit position. So for me, my left shin is in front, my right shin is along the side of the body, and I'm trying to keep this right hip as close to the ground as possible. Left hand goes beside me, and I'm just going to mermaid over as far as I can. If you are real bendy and you come down to that forearm, go for it. If not, just come all the way over and then back up. And again, exhaling over and back up. 2 more. We'll make this a little more interesting than normal. So all the way over and back. Last one. All the way over and back. Now we're going to get some reverse rotation with our mermaid. The next time I come all the way over, pause, and I'm going to open my chest and head to the sky rather than looking to the floor. Come back to my mermaid and then up. So again, mermaid over as far as you can. Rotate backwards to look up at the ceiling Come back to my mermaid and up. We'll just do one more. Keep it short and sweet. All the way over, rotate, look up at the sky, back to center, and up. Beautiful. Now see, without touching your hands to the floor, you swap to the other side of your mermaid. Now, some of us were like, what are we doing? And so it's a little harder. So I'm going to scoot so I don't ram into the wall. So now, right shin is in front, left shin is beside me, pressing that left hip down and mermaiding in this case to the right. Again, if you can go all the way down, that's awesome. Or if you can only go to here, that's fine. Come all the way up and over, over, and then back up and over. Maybe noticing any differences we're feeling in the body between the right and the left side. One side might be a little stiffer, a little tighter. One side might be our great flexible side. Maybe one more. All the way over and back up. Now we'll do that reverse rotation. So I come all the way over and now reverse backwards to rotate and look at the ceiling. Come back to my side mermaid and up. Beautiful, guys, just like that. So coming all the way over, rotating backwards to look at the sky. Come back to my mermaid and up. Don't worry, we're just going to do two more. All the way over, rotate to look at the sky. Back to mermaid and up. The last one. All the way over, rotate, look at the sky. Back to mermaid and up. Beautiful. Now, if you can, again, no hands, feet to the ground in front of you. Now you can put your hands on the ground. Come back up to standing. And again, I'm going to stand way back here, so hopefully I'm not the headless instructor. Arms stretch and reach up overhead, really reaching my chest to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, roll forward like I'm rolling over an imaginary beach ball. Try to put both hands on the ground. Legs as straight as feels comfortable and as possible. And just shake your head yes. And then shake that head no. And if you can, shake those arms a little bit. Just maybe let gravity move around a bit. And from here, lift and lower those shoulders. And then stretch those legs out. Maybe wiggle those hips side to side. Beautiful. You can bring those hands to the right foot and then to the left. Again, working that thoracic spine, that nice lateral mobility. Come back to center. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, slowly start to articulate up one vertebrae at a time, with your head being the final component to come to standing.